like me doesn't need a role to solve a case. First, I head to admin. Gray, blue, purple, orange, and yellow are all there. After that, I leave and head to the right side of the map. On the way, I see Coral, just standing in cafeteria, probably AFK. Why did I go here? Because 99% of impostors go here first to find the victim. At Shields, I see white, green, and blue together, so I pretend to walk away, waiting for the imposter to fall into my trap. A few seconds later, green and blue run toward the actor. Then boom! A dead body. And Maroon venting. I report the body immediately, and accuse Maroon. He can't even defend himself. Pathetic. Caught red-handed with a great detective. Wahahaha! Everyone votes Maroon. Imposter. Now, I'm suspicious of green, blue, and Coral. Why? Earlier, green and blue were with white, and moments later, white is dead. Maybe Maroon teammate, or maybe not. And Coral? Coral ran into Shields, clearly saw the body, and didn't report it. Imposter or just stupid? Either way, it doesn't matter, because a great detective like me will soon uncover the truth. The game continues. O2 gets sabotaged, but instead of fixing it, I run to the opposite side. Why? Because whenever a sabotage happens, a kill usually happens somewhere else. There, I saw Orange run into comms, but hesitate. Suspicious. Then I see Green enter electrical. Soon after, Coral follows. I go up to search for a body, but find nothing. So I head back to check electrical. Then I saw Green at upper engine, and rush back to electrical. Then I see Red walking upward, and electrical is locked. Interesting. I wait a moment before checking again. And there it is, Coral venting, as if she's teasing her prey. Too bad for her, because I already anticipated this exact scene. Then Coral sabotages storage. A desperate attempt. Pathetic. I run to the opposite side, but someone locked me in. Then suddenly, a body is reported. Brown Ted. I immediately accuse Coral. Everyone votes Coral. Then boom! Imposter. The last imposter gets scared and leaves the game. Victory. Easy game for a detective like me. Wahahaha. The game starts, and this time, I'm an engineer. Excellent. Even the game itself recognizes me genius. First, I went in cafeteria to let everyone know I'm engineer. Transparency is important for a great detective like me. After that, I head to storage. There, I see Gray, Brown, and Green entering electrical together. Immediately, I sense danger. So unlike ordinary crewmates, I don't follow them and die in the first round like an idiot. Soon, the light gets sabotaged. Interesting. I wait outside electrical, expecting someone to vent, but nobody does. So I enter carefully and check the surroundings. Then I see it. Purple is dead, and Green suddenly turns invisible. The body gets reported, and I immediately say Green proof. Everyone agrees, so we voted Green out. Imposter. 2 imposter remaining. Now, I'm suspicious of Nana and Maroon. Why? Because everyone knew the body was in electrical, and almost all of us were there. But none of us were. Meaning, either he's the imposter roaming around the map during light sabotage, looking for victims, or he's just stupid. And Maroon? It's only because he's the only one that didn't vote. Then, the game continues. Soon, the imposter sabotage O2 and lock the doors. Pathetic. My teammate fixes it while I immediately run to Shields. There, I see Orange running, with Maroon following him behind. Suspicious. I head upward and see Black in O2. Then, I go back and see Orange and Maroon still together while storage is locked. So I run upward, pretending I'm Khan, trying to bait the imposter into killing. Then, boom. Nothing happens. Disappointing. I continue roaming until suddenly a body is reported, and everyone accuses Orange. Honestly, I don't even know if he's the imposter, but I still vote him. Why? Because if he is the imposter, only one will remains. And if he's not, fewer crewmates means it becomes easier for a great detective like me to identify the real imposter. So, Orange gets voted out, not imposter. But that's fine. Now, finding the imposter becomes even easier. Before leaving, Orange accuses Brown. So, either Brown is actually the imposter, or Orange was just accusing randomly before dying. At this point, I now have 3 suspects, Nana, Maroon, and Brown. The game continues, and immediately the imposter sabotages lights again. There, I run past Nana, going the opposite direction from lights, as if he's searching for his next victim. Luckily for me, if he is the imposter, he's killed probably in Cool Town. Now, my suspicions on Nana rises to 90%. Soon, White calls an emergency meeting and accuses Brown, but I still don't have enough proof, so I skip. Everyone else votes Brown out. Imposter. Only one imposter. And now, it's probably Nana, but the great detective needs proof, so I continue roaming the map, searching for the proof. Then lights get sabotaged. Nana enters electrical, but I avoid getting too close so he can kill me. After that, I head to the right side of the map, and notice Nana following behind me, then suddenly stopping. Why? Then I see it. The cafeteria doors are locked. He probably locked them to trap me. A great move. If I were an ordinary crewmate. There, I see Gray. Perfect. I decide to use him as my pawn. So I wait, letting Nana walk directly into my trap. Then boom. A kill happens. Exactly what I anticipated. It's over. I report the body immediately and say it's Nana. Rose backs me up, but White keeps finding someone else. Foolish. After all, I already caught the imposter. We vote Nana out. Imposter. Another victory for the great detective. Wow!